John, a couple of ins and outs to discuss. First of all, it sounds like you've been chasing Lewis Travis and Max Johnston for a while. How pleased are you to get them both in the building?
I'm delighted to get them both. The club have been really working their socks off to try and get the players in, and eventually we get them in, which is great.
Tell us a little bit about what you expect from each of them.
I think Max is an attacking fullback. He's at a really good age. Obviously a full international already. He's got great experience playing in the Champions League and playing in Europe. So, we've got a real good, exciting young player there coming in, and I know he's really excited to be here. And it's our job now to help with his development and create a real good asset to the football club, as well as making sure he performs to the top of his capabilities, which is what we'll do. And with Lewis, obviously I've worked with him previously. Travis is a captain, he's a leader, and he's going to help the group immensely.
I was surprised to see that he only played 24 matches for you, Lewis Travis. What made such a strong impression in those 24 games? I
think when we came in, obviously Lou was at Ipswich on loan. So then I worked with him the following season, and just the impact he has on the pitch, but also off the pitch. He's a fantastic human being. He's a good character, and he's going to really help this football club move forward, not just on the pitch but off it as well.
Are they both up to speed? Are they available if you need them this weekend?
Yeah, they'll be available. Obviously, Max played last week in the Champions League knockout game, and Trav, I think, played a couple of weeks ago, so he's been training hard, and they'll be ready to be in the squad.
There's still a few days to go in the transfer window, and I don't think I've ever spoken to a manager who was entirely satisfied with his squad and the work that had been done. How much more are you looking to try and do in these final days?
Listen, the club have been working their socks off to make sure we can get as many quality players into the group to help the squad. That's the most important. It's about the squad, and we want to keep building. If we can get one or two more in before Monday, that would be brilliant.
And a departure to mention as well, not permanent departure, but DeJon Brown goes out on loan to Port Vale. How important was it to get him a move and I guess to get some game time?
I think really important. Deja's got 2 years left here on his contract. He had a fantastic loan 2 seasons ago, I think it was now, with Gateshead, and he came back last year and unfortunately got an injury, didn't progress, and now it's important this year we carry on with his progression. Deja's been really impressive throughout pre-season, which I've been really pleased for him, because he's put a lot of hard work over the summer to get fit, and now it's important he goes and enjoys his football, plays plenty of games and scores lots of goals.
One final fixture for you before the first international break of the season, making the long trip to Ipswich Town on Saturday. How big of a test will this be against one of the relegated sides?
Every game's a test. We're playing against another top championship team with a fantastic squad of players. They've certainly got a point to prove. They'll want to get promoted straight away. So we know it's going to be a test for us, but one we're really looking forward to. The boys have trained really well last couple of days. I think the way we've been progressing already throughout the season in the previous 3 or 4 games is very evident. So we're going there full of confidence, and we can't wait for the game.
I was going to ask you that because I know the results have frustrated you a little bit, and we saw that again on Tuesday, but there are signs there that they're starting to get what you want from them, the boys. Yeah,
listen, I said we were going to probably start the season slowly. I think we could have had a couple more points for sure, but it's about this group growing over the season now. We brought a lot of players in. There's players coming back from injury, and over the course of the season, this group are going to get stronger and stronger. And with our fantastic support, who I know will be right behind us, through thick and thin, we'll end up having a real positive season.
Just on a personal note, Portman Road, the scene of your final professional appearance. A red card, a win, a clean sheet. How well do you remember that game?
Yeah, it probably summed my career up, probably as a player. Getting sent off in the last couple of minutes, getting injured. I had a lot of injuries throughout my career, and making sure we ground out a good 1-0 win. I think we went second or top of the league at that point. And listen, it was a fantastic day for the team. But a real sad day for me individually, but one I'll never forget.
You did go second that day. Derby lost 1 game in 14 that you had started so far that season. Do you ever wonder about what happens if I stay fit? Do you have any sort of thoughts about that in your career?
Oh yeah, lots of times. Unfortunately, Through my career, I think I'd had 5 operations before I was 20, and I was playing in the Premier League at 18, 19, and unfortunately all through my career I had some serious injuries. I was out for just under 3 years when I was at Stoke, between 24 and 27. So the main thing for me was to keep bouncing back, and that's done me the world of good in this line of work now as well. And not to get too disappointed mentally. I got through a lot, and to carry on playing in the Championship for the whole of my career after the injuries I had was a real big achievement for me. So yeah, it was a good career, and I finished it off at a fantastic football club, and I couldn't have asked for, I suppose, a better game for me to finish at that game at Portman Road.
Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.